So this video is going to be all of the makeup and items that I would like to use up before the end of 2015. I did one of these videos last year. You probably already saw it. If not, I will link it down below. But last year I think I uploaded my video in July. So I kind of upped how many items that I would like to get through before the end of the year, since I am giving myself an extra 5 months this time. So let me go through this as quickly as possible. Since there is over 50 items, I'm going to try and breeze through these as fast as I can. So the first item, this is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This comes in a pot, and this is in the shade NW15. Now, when I initially got this, I thought that the pan would be right about where a MAC eyeshadow pan is, but it's not. It is way down in there. I have a pretty decent dip in there, but I am a ways away from hitting pan on this guy. So the pan on this, it goes essentially all the way down to the bottom of this container. So I don't know, I might be a third of the way finished up with this product. Then onto some BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturizers, that kind of thing. So I have a CC cream. This is from Clinique. This is the Moisture Surge CC cream, and this is in the shade Very Light. So this is super light for me. I either need to use this at the very beginning of the year, or I need to use this at the very end of the year when I don't have a tan whatsoever. I mean, the darkest I get is around NW15, maybe NW20, if that's pushing it. So this suits me probably spot on right now. So there's that guy. And then I also have one of these Laura Mercier tinted moisturizers. These have an SPF of 20, and this is in the shade Nude. So this is a little bit too dark for me. Probably the only time that I'll be able to wear this is in the summer. I have the Pond's BB cream. This is the Luminous Finish BB cream, and I do have a backup of this. This was my backup. I finished one of these up in 2014. Absolutely love this stuff. It's probably hands down my favorite face product. I love this product more than the majority of any foundations that I've ever tried. For an actual foundation, I have the Estee Lauder Resilience Lift Extreme. This is the Radiant Lifting Makeup. This stuff is pretty freaking awesome. I actually really love this stuff. It's quite a thin formula, but it leaves a slightly dewy finish on the skin, and if you have dry skin, I highly recommend this stuff. This stuff is fabulous. I love it. I'm about down to maybe right there, so right in this region somewhere. I've had this since last summer, but during the summer it was too light for me to wear, so I had to save it until I lost my tan and I was super pasty again. So now I can start wearing this, and you know, I would love to get my money's worth and use this entirely up this year. So there's that guy. I do have another foundation. This is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I love this stuff too. Highly recommend this stuff. This is much more of a thicker foundation. This is probably, I would consider this a full coverage foundation. This is in the shade 150 Buff, and I have about half of this left. I've used up about half of the container. I'm probably about to right there, and you know, it only goes down to there. I have two powders. One of them is just a little mini guy. This is the Bare Minerals Blemish Remedy powder, as you can see right there. And this is in the shade Clearly Pearl. When I take an inventory for my makeup, I include these little teeny deluxe size samples in my numbers. I count this as one full powder. So I would like to use this up. And then my other powder, which is an actual full-size one, is this Physicians Formula Powder Palette. This is one of their multicolored pressed powders. This is in the shade Buff, and this was for light to medium skin tones. This is pushing it right now for being the right color, but there it is there. It does work for me. I'm wearing it today. I don't think it's too dark, but it's borderline. It's borderline right now. So this only has 9 grams of powder in it. So once I start using it, this should be used up in about 2 months. That's how quickly I go through powders. I have 3 highlighters. This first one, this is just a little deluxe size sample of the Benefit What's Up. This is a brand new one. I went through one of these in 2014. I gave one to Lena 7623, and I still have this guy hanging on. So I had 3 of these that had came from Sephora, and I do count these as a full-size highlighter in my makeup inventory, so I would like to use this one up. And then I also have this Buxom Illuminator. This is in the shade Divine Goddess. This is about the same shade as the MAC Soft and Gentle, so I can wear those 2 together. I included the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, so that is my progress on this guy as of yet. I'm hoping to have this finished up before March 20th, which is the first day of spring, but we'll see how that goes. I don't just use this as a highlighter on the cheeks. I use this essentially all over the face. I use it down the center of my face. I use it underneath my eyebrows. I use it at the inner corner of my eyes, and I can also use this as an eyeshadow. This is extremely multifunctional for me, so I do love this thing. I actually have a backup because I purchased one at a CCO, so it was only about 20 bucks. So I got a major steal on that, so I don't mind using that up. I do have one bronzer, and for the bronzer, I just want to hit pan on it because I'm not really going to be focusing on bronzers so much in 2015. My main focus is lip products and blush. But anyway, this is the Body Shop bronzing powder in the shade 01, which is light matte. And you know, I love this bronzer to death, but this packaging is awful. This stuff just flakes right off. I mean, you'll be doing your makeup and then you put this down and then you've got all these little, see those flecks all over my hand? Oh, so obnoxious. Anyway, this bronzer is amazing if you have fair skin. I highly recommend it. I do have a video, it's an older video, but I do include my top 5 favorite bronzers for fair skin, so maybe I'll link that one down there. I have a whole slew of videos that I'm going to be leaving for you guys, but anyway, that is what it looks like. Love this stuff. I have 4 blushes here. Now, one of them I just want to hit pan on, and I would absolutely be over the moon ecstatic if I could finish up the other 3. So the first one, this is the Makeup Forever HD Blush. This is in the shade number 8, and I've just had this around for a while. I think the product would be marked right about there, so I'm about halfway finished up with this. I just need to use it. I don't even think that they make these anymore. I think I purchased this almost 2 years ago, so I need to get some use out of that guy. And then I have powder blushes for the other ones. This first one, this is the NYX Powder Blush in the shade Angel. I love this blush. It is so pretty. I got this out of an Ipsy bag, but that is it right there. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful, easy shade to wear on the cheeks if you just wanted a light wash of color. If you're fair, love this stuff. And then I have the Clinique blush, which is just a deluxe size sample. It is in the shade Cupid. That is my progress as of right now. Now this has just under 2 grams of product, but something about the formula of their blushes, it's so pigmented, there's no powder that gets kicked up, and I just barely tap my brush in there and I have blush all over my cheeks. So this stuff is going to be hanging on for a while. This is also in my Finish 7 by Spring, so hopefully this one will be finished up the early part of the year and I can focus on my other blushes that I have here for the rest of the year. So there is that guy. I also have the NARS blush in Orgasm. This is my very first NARS blush, and this is probably one of the oldest. This is the oldest blush in my collection. So that is it right there. I do have a pretty significant dip in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that very well, but I'm so far off from hitting pan on this and finishing it up. I would just like to hit pan on this. That's my goal for the NARS Orgasm blush. Then I have some lip products. So I have a lip liner here from MAC. This came out of one of the holiday collections. That's why it is white like this. This is in the shade Boldly Bare. And I guess it would be classified as a nude, but it's kind of an orangey nude. It's kind of hard for me to wear. That is a swatch of it right there. It's like a brown orange on my lips, so very difficult. I'm not a fan of lip liners to begin with, so. And then I have 2 matte lipstick pencils from e.l.f. These are actually lipsticks, but they're in like a pencil form. So the first one that I have here, this is in the shade Coral. If you weren't already aware, you can actually take this bottom piece off, and there is a sharpener at the bottom, so you can always sharpen the tip of the lipstick so you can go right against the edge of your lip line. So anyway, I really do like this shade. I just have a lot of lipsticks, so I need to use this one up. The other shade is in Tea Rose. That is actually what I have on my lips today. This is one of my favorite kind of purple toned lipsticks. It's kind of like a mauve purple. But anyway, that is Tea Rose from e.l.f. I count my little deluxe size samples of lipsticks in my inventory. So I have 2 little deluxe size samples here. This first one, this is the Urban Decay lipstick in Naked. And this is just a kind of like a nude, a very slightly pinky nude. That is that one right there. And then this other one, this is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie lipstick in Speak Your Mind. And this is more of just like an everyday pink sort of shade. I really like this one. I also have the Kat Von D lipstick in Lovecraft. This was one of my favorite lipsticks. She has changed the formula, and so the packaging is a little bit different now, but I will actually give you a swatch of this one because it is so beautiful. So there is Lovecraft right there. It's very easy to wear. It's borderline too dark for me, I feel, as kind of a nude, so I would like to use this one up. It's not hard to finish, so there's that guy. And then I have this L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Cotton Pink. It's number 170. And that is what I have left in this guy. I will go through and mark on all of these when I'm done filming, but it's a really sheer formula and I can go through these pretty quick. I also have a Maybelline Color Whisper. This is in the shade Petal Rebel. I really like these as well. So that's all I have left in this guy. But I feel like if I just have a little left and a lot of my lipsticks, then I should probably use those up first. So, and this one's pretty easy to wear as well. So very easy pink shade. And then I have the NARS Pure Matte Lipstick in Film Star. So this is just a very yellow matte lipstick. So that is it right there. Not much in here. It's quite skinny, but I mean, it's going to be a little bit difficult pairing like a lip gloss or something with this to wear. I can't wear it by itself. It just looks kind of yellow on my lips. And then I have the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Heritage. And I do have a mark on this one actually, so I can show you this. So when I roll this one up all the way, I have that much product left in there. So if I just use this for maybe 2 weeks, it would probably be gone.